Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Peter Oluoch. I'm a stock market researcher and investor. I talk to people about the stock market and telling them to save, I'm telling them to invest, and I'm telling them to grow wealth in the stock market. Today's topic is this: regrets that people have while investing. Regrets in the stock market. Regrets, financial regrets people have while investing. I want to share with you these lessons. I'm borrowing these lessons from Alice Schroeder. Alice Schroeder wrote a book about Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is the richest man, stock market investor, the richest man investing in the stock market. He's among the top 5 billionaires in the world with a net worth of about $100 billion. Warren Buffett started investing in the 1950s. And when he started investing, he told his neighbors that they could invest their money with him. Of course, there are some who agreed and invested the money with him, and there are some who didn't agree. They didn't give him money. And so he started what was called Buffett Partnership. And I can tell you today, by that time, they were buying shares of companies, different companies that were listed in the American market, American stocks. And one particular share that they were buying at that time was Berkshire Hathaway. The stock was $1. No, one stock was $7. One stock was $7 in the 1950s. As I'm speaking to you today, one stock is about $420,000. One stock, from 7 to $420,000 over a period of about 70 years. So, ladies and gentlemen, what happened? These neighbors who Warren Buffett talked to, and he also talked with family members, and he also talked with, let me say, in-laws, everybody he could meet, be it family members, be it the in-laws, be it the neighbors, be it the school friends, high school friends, college friends, the people who did not invest are regretting today. So one of the regrets you will have, and this one I keep telling people, is failure to invest. One of the biggest regrets people have is failure to invest. Of course, opportunities are always there, but if you fail to take those opportunities, if you fail to invest, you will regret. The Bible says that opportunity comes to everybody. Every man gets an opportunity. Some of these opportunities comes once in a lifetime. Of course, some comes a number of times, but all men, everybody under the earth, everybody on the surface of the earth, gets an opportunity. And if you don't maximize on those opportunities, you will never be rich and you will never be wealthy. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you this. This is your time to invest in the stock market. This is your time to buy shares in the stock market. I personally have my own regrets as well, and that's the reason I started this. There are some opportunities that I missed, and most always say Safaricom. So Safaricom was 5 shillings, and then it dropped to 2 shillings. I saw it with my own eyes, and I should have bought Safaricom at 2 shillings and 30 cents, but I didn't buy. Because why? Things were in haywire. Guys were in post-election violence. Everybody was running helter-skelter. So this is what I have to remind you. We are going for another elections next year. Come what may, should things go helter-skelter, that is a good time to buy stocks. Because you know what? Everyone will be running helter-skelter and everyone will be fearful and everyone will be dropping everything they have. Buy stocks then. Don't regret. When stocks are cheap, buy. Because you know what? Come what may, tough times are only for a period of time. and other people get scared of these tough times. Don't be scared. Buy stocks. Safaricom was very cheap in the year 2008, 2009. 2 shillings and 30 cents. The brave ones bought. As I'm speaking to you today, Safaricom is about 45 shillings. They have multiplied their money nearly 20 times. You should also do the same. Don't be afraid to invest. Don't have the regrets. I'm reading a book by Susan Alice Schroeder. He's talking about a story of Warren Buffett. This is what happened. Warren Buffett went to one of his neighbors and asked him to invest in his partnership. This is what happens. And this is what he says. The calves were wonderful neighbors, he said. It is true occasionally Don would mention that. Unlike me, he had a job. Warren Buffett didn't have a job. His job was to invest in the stock market. And of course, as you know, there was no salary. But the relationship was terrific, the relationship between him and the calves. One time, my wife Susie went over and did a proverbial Midwestern bit of asking to borrow a cup of sugar. So the wife would go and borrow sugar and salt from the neighbors. And Don's wife Mickey gave her a whole sack. When I heard about that, I decided to go over to the calves that night myself. I said to Don, why don't you give me $25,000 for the partnership to invest in? And the calves family stiffened a little bit at that point, and I was rejected. So this family, who are very good neighbors, who would give them even salt and sugar, refused to invest in the partnership, and yet they had the money. Guess what? Those people are regretting to date. The opportunities you don't take are the opportunities, are the things you will regret about most. So ladies and gentlemen, here is an opportunity for you to invest in the stock market. I have a Telegram group where we talk about the stock market 24/7. Join it. Thank you so much, and bye-bye. See you in the next video.